What's up, guys? How's everybody doing today? What up, Coco? Jasmeel? Rank 1 would be nice. I'm not necessarily going to count on it, but it would certainly be nice. But I think you need to do more prep than I've actually done. In order to actually get rank 1, I would need to have done more prep than I've done, to be honest. There we go. Camera got messed up a little bit there. It got messed up last stream, actually. What up, Bronson? How you doing, man? Honestly, it's a matter of time more than anything else, Psychoco. I mean, it takes a lot of prep. Like to actually make a legend rush, you have to get a feel for what this week's defenses are, basically, because people will adjust their defenses a little bit constantly. And then you have to just make sure that you have enough counters prepared for those teams. And then also for all the LD defenses that you're going to face once you get up into the top 30. Because it's not that hard to make it into the top 50 or so. But as soon as you hit the defenses in the top 50, man, they actually start to get real tough. Like before that, they're not super challenging. But once you get into the top 50 or so, they start to get real tough. Alright, we'll do that off stream. So how's everybody doing today? Let's get a little bit of stream going. A little stream going. Let's get a little stream going. Let's get a little bit of chat going on stream. Yeah, honestly, Sagoko, I'm not sure I could make legend, man. I'm a little bit slower than maybe this is gonna be Leo Lucifer. Leo Lucifer seems to be coming back. Yep, Leo Lucifer. All right. So I have done well against this, but I don't remember the counter that I was using last time. What up, Lewis? How you doing, man? Yeah, see, I think I showed the Teshar too soon there. I should have gone probably Volantis. Doing good, man. Doing good. Wow, that was a lot of damage he had there. Oh, that proc was huge, too. I think we're still okay. Never mind, that resist hurt. That resist was actually a really big deal. So this is gonna wake him up. Yep. Oh, that was close. How's the Gianna account? So actually what the deal is with the Gianna account is OBS has trouble telling, because I'm running 2 instances of Mumu, because I wanted to show the account more actually, but I run it on 2 instances of Mumu and I can't display one without closing the other. So I'm farming the Gianna account in the other window right now. So it's got Trikaru up and stable. It's got all the dungeon teams up and stable. I've got a Swift set at about 190, and I've got a couple of builds up to close to 100% efficiency. It doesn't have any depth, it doesn't have any monster box, and I stopped spending on it after the first week, so I'm almost out of crystals now. So I had a really nice push the first month in terms of just general rune quality and rune efficiency. I got some crazy runes rolled on it. I had one freaking rune that rolled on that account that would be like the 2nd best rune on XG's account, which is insane. So that's kind of where it stands overall, but now that it's starting to slow down a little bit and not getting the, you know, I don't know that I want to keep investing in it. It was a fun thing for a month, but I'm not sure if I want to keep going beyond that now. See, I wanted to take Bulwark there, and I was afraid of taking double water. I would have been better off with the Bulwark. I should have just taken it. I need to do a full RTA box rebuild. Ooh, that's interesting. I don't know if I have enough. I don't have enough damage. If I take Lima, I don't know if I have enough damage. Let's take the Lima. I can't think of anything else at the moment. I had a plan going into that, and then I completely drew a blank. What was my plan going into? I honestly can't remember. I had a plan going into it. I know I did have a plan going... Oh, Beelzebub. That was the plan, and Beelzebub would have been a pretty good pick there. Yeah, the plan going into that was Beelzebub. Oh, well. Yeah, Rush is in 2 hours. Rush is in 2 hours, so I'm just giving people a minute to find the stream, and then we're going to start to figure out what we're going to use today. Okay, so Bub only works, in this meta right now, Bub only works well in a couple of situations. I don't know if I have any drafts with him. I mean, that goes back to the first thing I told you. He's just not a very draftable unit. If you can draft him in the right spots, he's really strong. He's just generally not a very draftable unit. So Bub Shizuka do work really well together. They don't work well for me together. And that's just because I don't play comps where they'll synergize well, but I would suggest you searching for some Beelzebub Shizuka replays. So this So here's an example of where I did use the Beelzebub. In this case, basically, a lot of times I try and get Nana Bub together. So usually where I'll use, there's two places that I use Beelzebub. I use Beelzebub against a heavy cleave, so like a Lucian or something, where I know that the Beelzebub will die if I have other units that I believe will survive the cleave. But it has to be AoE damage without reset, so like a Lucian. Or Ongyuki. I'll use Beelzebub against Ongyuki sometimes. Anything that's going to be like a heavy AoE damage cleave when I have a bunch of units that can survive the cleave and Beelzebub will die. So that way I'm going to get to bring him back. The other place I'll use him is when the opponent is playing a turn 1 snipe style comp. Now in this case, he's not really playing snipe. This is slightly different. But the other place I use him commonly is when the opponent is playing a snipe style comp like Molong, Bulwark, Dominic. And I don't think that I'm going to be able to take turn 1 and get a kill because I don't have any turn 1 nuke style stuff. I have turn 1 stuff like Volantis, but if Volantis doesn't provoke, then I'm still going to lose. So I'll use him against in situations where I'm just going to like expect the opponent's going to ban my Nana and then I want the ability to revive. So in this case right here, it's kind of a similar concept. I wanted to be able to ban this Tessarian, I think. And to be able to ban the Tessarian meant that I was going to give him the Molong Masha Vertihile. So this is not Molong Bulwark, but the this combination right here, Molong Masha Vertihile, means I'm almost definitely going to lose the Dominic on turn 1. So having the Beelzebub there gives me the opportunity to bring the Dominic back. It's just sacrificing the Dominic and then keeping myself in the match. Did I just replay the wrong one? I replayed the wrong one. And again, I don't use him very often, so just keep that in mind. Like, there are people who use him with Shizuka pretty consistently, and he works well. I think he also works pretty well with Carlos. I think Beelzebub Carlos might be an interesting combination, but a lot of those comps are set comps. So in this case, he just wound up banning, and that gave me the Nana. It was kind of the same thing. One or the other was going to be banned. I think I actually expected him to ban the Nana, and he wound up banning the Beelzebub. So that's the only replay I've got right there. But going back to this draft here, the one we just played, I was planning on the Beelzebub because I had the Nana Dominic Beelzebub along with the Shizuka. And so Beelzebub would have synergized really well here, assuming that I just give him the Molong Bulwark right here. All right, so let's see. Dropped 128 yesterday. Bro, that's brutal. But I'll tell you what, I am not seeing all that bruiser stuff in Guardian. That's still brutal, though. You definitely need to get something to reset the Josie. Like, you can use, if you don't have Sekhmet, you could use Cichlid. This dude's got, he's got a lot of LDs. He's got a lot of LDs. I'm pretty sure he plays an Ongyuki team. I don't know that I like the idea of first picking Ongi. I'm probably at a real big disadvantage right here. Huh, there you go. I guess we will see some Molly stuff. Awesome. Do I really want to be all water here? That's a big question. I mean, if I'm all water, then these 3 units are basically all dead, right? So I could go Nikki and just play the resistance angle. I could go Ongyuki, but I think we'll go Nikki and play the resistance angle. Yeah, that's fine. What up, Roger? How you doing, man? Oh, big stun for him. I don't think it matters, but it was still a big stun for him. I triple rolled into defense, and I took a slot 6. My Predator rune rolled about as bad as it could. This is my Predator rune. So I triple rolled defense and then crit damage. Low triple at that. So my Predator rune rolled into a reap target. That's how my Predator rune rolled. Alright, so Hungry Hippo. How would I build Ren and how would I buff it? Alright, so first of all, the way I would build Ren, right now I feel like there's only one way that he makes a lot of sense, and that is if you get into a situation where you're racing in RTA, and so that there's a couple of other places outside of RTA where he makes sense, but I assume this question is about RTA. So if you get into a situation where you're racing, you'll notice, and not notice, most Swift monsters tend to be off-will. So you would create drafts where your opponent is encouraged to try to race against you. And if you get your opponent to play monsters that are obviously Swift, like the Sekhmet or like the Teshar that I use, then you can use the Ren's 120 base speed to your advantage and go out with the AoE silence. So like I have a really fast Sekhmet. I win, even at G3, I win a lot of speed contests with my Sekhmet. But if you put a Swift set on, I have a 223 set right here, but Ren is 6 base speed faster. You only need a 216 set to outspeed me or something like that because of the scaling of Swift. So 216 is a whole lot easier to get to than 223. So if you can kind of get into a situation where you encourage me to race, and then you drop a Ren with a 216 Swift set, you're going to outspeed, you're going to silence me, and then I'm going to lose just right like that. Now, as far as how I would buff Ren, I'd be afraid to give him too much of a buff. He doesn't honestly do enough right now. He really doesn't do enough right now. But because of that 120 base speed, if you gave him any kind of a noticeable buff, he could be broken. Because when he came into the game, I actually thought he was going to be broken, and it turned out he needed a little too much setup. But if you gave him any ability to set himself up, it would be too much. So my thought is maybe you could add his S3 to strip only the targeted monster. Keep it with the AoE silence, but maybe just add a strip to the targeted monster. Or maybe add some other non-stripping debuff to the targeted monster, like a slow or a defense break or something. But just start him off slowly. You can start to slowly add stuff in, but if you add too much, he could wind up defining the game more than Oliver did, because a 120 base speed is absolutely insane. So you just have to be careful not to give him too much. I mean, you could do something like they did with Masha, but that wouldn't make a lot of sense. So I feel like he just needs a little bit more on the debuff side. But do it slowly. Just the targeted monster, give it 1 or 2 debuffs, and then see how it goes from there. Alright, so we got 2 hours to go. We've got 2 hours to go for Rush. Yeah, Lewis, just DM it to me in Discord. Yeah, Wojo, but keep in mind, I mean, that's because you've got Gianna. That's called first world problems. So, like, I run into issues where I struggle with the depth of my Despair runes. I can't run a good Moor, for example, but that's because I have Volantis. That's a first world problem. Like, it's hard for me to come out on stream and whine and say, man, I can't make a good Moor because Volantis takes all my good Despair runes because I've got Volantis, right? And I'm not saying you're whining, but I'm saying, like, for me, because actually in my head I whine a lot. I'm like, man, I can't ruin all these freaking monsters on Despair because my Despair is not deep enough. And actually, I mean, even the Volantis build's not great. But I've got so many monsters that want to be on Despair. Hagang needs Despair, Juno needs Despair, Volantis needs Despair, Kraka needs Despair. A lot of my LDs actually need Despair. It's one reason that I don't run as many LDs. Is because a lot of them actually do need Despair. Not that I would be likely to use Laura much, because she's not very good, but Laura needs Despair, like... yeah, so I run into the same issue, kind of, in that, you know, sometimes you just have monsters that take precedence over it. But the 210 set on Gianna, would be a 2, you know, that's plus 114 or something on Sekhmet, so now you're at almost 330. So if you had that set on Sekhmet, you would outspeed very easily up to G1 or so. Chris, I actually just started. I just started working Pontos in about a week ago, and early returns so far have actually been really good. One of the things that occurred even before the Oliver nerf is in this what kind of like chip damage, or I call it like accumulated damage meta, where everything is just basically doing artifact damage. Monsters like Abellio have become much stronger, right? Like Riley actually is still... Riley's probably not as good right now because it's more about monsters that can provide you some sort of cut sustain. So monsters like Abellio have become much, much stronger, and Molly also made a return to the meta. But for the first time since her nerf, I genuinely think Molly is good in this meta. She's been used for a bunch of seasons where I did not think she was good. This season, I actually think she's really good. So I started thinking, if Molly is good, and if Abellio is good, then Pontos might actually be playable in this meta. Especially because I've been struggling for ages to find a second speed lead that really synergizes with the stuff I play. I used Tableau for a while, but it was a stretch. Ciara is just terrible since her nerf. I tested Chandra for a while, but he wasn't real effective. So I worked in the Pontos, and you can see like the rune set, this was an inventory build. He's way out of tune, he's very slow, and my win rate with him has been close to 70%. So early returns on the Pontos are really good. You guys actually saw me draft him on stream right here. A couple of things Pontos does amazingly, like in a team like this, he shuts down the Douglas, he shuts down the Carlos, so he gives you a counter to those units. Obviously, he's not going to be good in the, he's not going to be good when the opponent has double strip, but for the types of teams that I can run, not specifically that I do run, but the types of teams that I can pivot into, Pontos works really well. So like in this one right here, this guy wound up getting into a situation where his only strip was Elsharian. And so this was actually a really interesting fight because of the actual strength of his draft. Like he has a really strong draft here. He did ban the Pontos, but that's the other thing, is having Pontos and Lima together is really nice. So Dies, I gave a lot of thought into Chloe for an account service I was doing recently. And the short answer is I don't know that I think Chloe would work well in this meta. Here's why. Lima is, much weaker since her nerf. She's still a really good monster. Lima's really good. I'm not going to complain about her. I'm not trying to complain about her, but I will talk about one of her biggest limitations, which is the one-turn invincibility combined with less cycling means that she really doesn't provide enough support to be used in a lot of the drafts where she used to be used as kind of that support unit. These days, I tend to use her more as a secondary stripper who also supports instead of as a support unit who also strips. It's a very different usage. And that's because I can get damage from the Lima, like right here, pulling 2,500 a hit. Chloe's not going to give you that damage. So she's going to have the same limitations as Lima because of the one-turn invincibility. And the two-turn invincibility on Pontos has been making a big difference, especially because he is tuned right now to go last on my team, whereas Lima would typically be tuned to go first. So with Lima, I get almost no invincibility. Chloe falls somewhere in the middle. You could have Chloe go last, but the one-turn invincibility is not going to give you... It's going to be a big difference. I found myself using Pontos in a lot of the situations where I used to use Lima and him being way more effective. And it's just that difference in the extra turn of invincibility. So I don't think Pontos is spammable, just like Lima's not spammable. Having both is obviously an incredible luxury. And a lot of times I do find that I draft both because then one of them will get through. But yeah, I think Pontos is playable. I think Chloe is probably not going to be playable past C3. And I think in both cases, they're playable in specific drafts where the opponent goes in and fails to bring in strip. But it's going to work best if you have a second invincibility threat with it. And so that's the thing. I guess if you have Lima, then Chloe could replace Pontos. Or if you have Pontos, that's just too risky, though, because you don't ever want to be trapped in a draft where you have both Chloe and Pontos, because then you have no damage. So, yeah. I think for me, this works really well. I don't know that I would advise the way I'm using Pontos to be used for most people, which means I don't know if I would advise Chloe to be used for most people. As I've picked up different LDs over time, I have a weird box. I mean, monsters like Nikki and Volantis just do a lot of different things that other units don't, and give me some interesting draft flexibilities that people don't get. They're strong units, period. But part of what makes them so strong, Nikki in particular, part of what makes her so strong is her flexibility to provide both damage and support. And that's the same thing for Lima. She provides both damage and support. So I can play a lot of bruiser builds that are kind of required to make a Pontos draft work. So Hungry Hippo, I think the issue, when you talk about using a Moore and a Tiana, the issue there is that there's not going to be any setup in front of Ren, or you're going to be playing Ren on a slot 2 attack or HP rune, because Ren's, 24 speed faster than Tiana on the base. When you include Tower and Swift, Ren is 27, 28 speed faster. Like, literally the same build on Ren with an HP rune would still outspeed the Tiana. So the issue with Ren is that he has no setup and there's no strippers that you can put in front of him without speed capping your Ren, so you don't gain value out of the Ren. Like, you don't gain value out of it. That was the issue with Masha for a long time, too. Monsters with really high base speed that don't set themselves up still have to be tuned behind monsters that set themselves up. So it gives you the advantage of getting more stats into the build, which is a real advantage, but it doesn't give you the advantage of the base speed. So if you really want to get a base speed advantage out of Ren, then you have to create drafts that encourage your opponent to get into a speed contest where the opponent is unlikely to be on will runes. And then the Ren becomes devastating because you don't have to worry about the setup. So you're creating setup out of your draft. You're basically trying to create a draft situation where your opponent will draft units without will runes to create your own setup. I think I'd probably lose this one. This has been a challenge with the Oliver not really fitting so great into my team anymore. He still fits great into this type of team. He doesn't fit great into what I was doing, so I haven't been using him very much. So I'm testing out the Shizuka first pick, but it's just so weak to stuff like this. It's just really hard for me to pivot on the Shizuka first pick if they just commit like this. Yeah, that definitely, because you don't have, you definitely need some pivots. If you don't have pivots, you're going to be struggling, Wojo. I'm kind of in trouble, aren't I? Okay, we got the provoke there. That helps. Oh! Oh, that Brock was game! That Brock was game. I had him. Oh, I had him. I still may win this. I still have a decent chance. The Moore is going to be hard to kill, though. Did he just proc again? Yeah, the Pater just procced again. Of course he did. Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he proc? I mean, technically the Masha proc once, I think. He's gonna stun segment? No. Oh, okay. He's just gonna proc again. Why not? Yeah, just you do your thing, Pater. You do you. You do you, bro. I can't. Come on, man. Look at this. Okay, wait. This helps though. Can we kill? No, he's gonna resist. Why not? Yeah, just you do you, bro. You do you. Keep doing your thing, man. Seriously, bro. Seriously. 100% proc and a resist. I'm not gonna be able to kill them more now. Can we kill? Nope. So he kills segment with the S2. He procs. No proc? What happened? Wow. Oh, wait! We got the proc! I don't even feel a teeny tiny little bit bad about that. Not even the teeniest tiniest little bit. He had such a ridiculous amount of RNG right there. He had such a ridiculous amount of RNG. That was just how it should have been. What up, J-Mac? How you doing, man? Swift CC in turn 2. Oh yeah, that's easy. Change flat HP for change flat HP. Oh, it's attack percent innate. Never mind. Change flat HP for crit damage probably. Dude, 30 crit rate. That's kind of insane. What up, Iron Scare? How you doing, man? Man, he's got a lot of damage coming out. Not a fan of taking Beelzebub right here. He's so vulnerable. Yep. I didn't have a whole lot of draft options though. So let's see here. Pontos won't do much for me. Let's go Riley. So if he bans Beelzebub, I have basically no damage against a lot. Yeah, he's got a lot of... Right here, I actually could have drafted Fang, but I de-runed Fang. I don't have him right now. Lewis, there's tons and tons and tons of monsters that would not object to having 42 crit rate. Tons and tons and tons of monsters that would not object to having 42 crit rate. Yeah, not every monster has to have, some monsters HP scale too. And this dude procs a lot. Really? Yeah, I'm already branded. I'd rather have the heal. Can you stun something, Nana? Oh, you actually can. Sweet. I really needed that push back there. Oh, come on! Are you kidding me? How? How does he proc every monster every turn? Okay, whatever. Oh, wow. Cadiz is just going to be on max accuracy. He's there basically as a support unit. You can run him Bruiser, but he's just basically tanky with max accuracy. He's there to strip and push back. Lock down a monster. Think of him as like a Lauren on steroids. That was one of those matches. He had a good draft, but I feel like I got luck sacked, but at the same time he had a good draft. So I'm not sure how much I feel like I got luck sacked. Shizuka did get nerfed. It wasn't a super impactful nerf, but they did nerf her. They increased the cooldown of her skill 3 by 1 turn. It's actually kind of hard to disagree with that, Wojo. It actually is kind of hard to disagree with that. But no, I feel like there's a random number generator that gets rolled before each match. I've always said this. I think Come To Us just decides in advance you're going to lose or you're not going to lose, and you don't really get like it's just in advance. It's just like, yeah, you're going to lose this one, or no, you're not going to lose this one. I think we have to deal with the Oliver. Like that last match, that was one of those, like I said, he had a really solid draft. I'm not so positive that I was guaranteed to win that or anything, but I am positive that he literally was proccing 50 to 70% of it. I mean, I'd have to rewatch it, but Masha and Dominic both procced over 50% of that match. It's kind of like right there. I shouldn't have gotten 2 counters in a row. I didn't get anything out of it. I missed 6 chances to stun, but still. And then I get the resistance there. And another counter. So this is one of those matches where it looks like Come To Us wants to make it up to me. Which is kind of interesting because I feel like I had a solid draft here, but this is where that speed tuning from the Pontos kind of hurt a little bit too. I would have liked to have used Mo Long S3 there, but yeah, see now I'm pulling procs. I mean, this is just dirty all the way around. Oh, he'll still die to the Molong, but it was close. Actually, wait, does he get a kill here? Can he kill the Juno? Oh, he goes Ponto. Wow! Goes Pontos, who he's got to know is on max res. Must be a high accuracy Masha. Uh-oh. Medicine? Alright, so yeah, 8:30, it's definitely time to get started here. I got kind of distracted there because we started talking about other stuff, and anyway, yeah. So definitely time to get started here. Let's start off by figuring out what we're going to run for defense. So I do like Vanessa Triton. Pretty much always start with Vanessa Triton, although I wonder if I should start with Halphus Triton. Halphus at least would be a possibility. So guys, I'd be interested if anybody has any suggestions also. I will listen to them. I am a very firm believer in that speed matters for arena defense if you're trying to get up into the top ranks. So we're going to be putting our fastest set on Triton. Probably our fastest will set on Triton. Oops. Let's get this saved. But I'm open to any suggestions from anybody. I'm not guaranteeing that I'll take it, but I'm certainly open to any suggestions from anybody about defenses that will synergize with Speed Lead Triton. Kinky generally is not very much of a threat on defense these days. You know what? It's going to be too slow. It's going to be too slow. Like, if I use this, it's too slow. Whereas I could just use this. How's this? 223. No stats whatsoever. Those stats are not very good either, though. So we can go plus 229. These stats are not terrible. This is basically, he just landed on my Tiana build, pretty much. Yeah, this is basically, I think we just gave him Tiana's runes. Triton Kiki. Yeah, I would definitely take Triton Kiki. Amduat. Why Triton? Because Wunsa's base speed is higher, but you can beat a Wunsa just by going in with no will runes. So Triton's pretty much going to get... With my Swift runes, Triton will guarantee that I get first turn enough of the time that people will be less likely to want to attack him. At the end of the day, that's basically all that matters to me, is that people don't want to attack this, so I need to make this really annoying. Really? That's the... Best I've got? Oh, no, it's not. There we go. There we go. Ooh, 26 accuracy. I didn't even remember having that. Gets me to 53. That's respectable. That's why I was looking at the difference between will versus no will. So it can be Leo'd, but if not, if we have a second good unit with it also. I wonder if we could do Laura? Halphus Triton is kind of interesting. But I think at the end of the day, the Vanessa's still... Vanessa's done pretty well, but I want to do something different. We could go Chloe Triton. That wouldn't make a lot of sense. I think Halphus Triton does feel... It's something different. Halphus Triton. Because then it's harder to cleave, too. So you go high and low. Samath Triton Belinus CP. You just Tetra solo that pretty much. Got to be some kill potential that Tetra doesn't offset. That's why Carnal's there a lot. Tomo. To use Tomo... Oh, wait a second. What about Carlos? No, because they would just target Carlos, right? Yeah. With the Tomo, you've got to have a lot of dots, but it's the same thing. Things like Veramos, Juno, and Samath will destroy anything that's like debuff heavy. It needs to... What about Sonya? Or Theomars? If we do a Bellio, we're not going to have enough damage, right? Poseidon tends to be squishy. I want... Like Ongyuki would be a possibility here. Julien... Ethna's interesting. Fire Totem. Nora's interesting. Ethna and Nora are both interesting. Or Nora can be very heavily Juno'd, but she's more annoying. Ethna, though. Ethna's pretty freaking insane since her buff. Also Kraka. What about Ethna Kraka? Double Hell Lady. But then there's no sustain at all. Asillin? The thing is, Asillin counters the opponent taking turns, so he's better on a bruiser team, but because I'm running a turn 1 team, Asillin may not get a chance to do as much. How would I deal with this? I would just Tessarian this. There's no damage threat. Yeah, I would just Tessarian this. This is way too easy. Same thing for anything with Ongyuki. Bro, congrats, CT. See, this is why you typically would see Carnal here. In most cases, it's going to be Carnal. Carnal's almost always going to be the one that makes sense here because he has the ability to kill an opponent's team. Okay, hang on. So we could go Carnal Kraka or Carnal Nikki. Which one seems more toxic? The Kraka seems more toxic, right? Because now you have cycling defense breaks plus revive. And if the, let's say they kill the Halphus first and then Halphus revives the... Pontos lead is not... Pontos lead is interesting. Pontos over Triton? Molly is generally not... I mean, I've run Molly on defense for a very long time. But for the most part, you just Poseidon Mollies. Because Rakan doesn't do anything on his S1. So all you have to do is snipe the Rakan, but the thing is, Carnell's just tends to be much more dangerous because he cycles a lot better, and because he does good stuff with all three of his skills, while Rakan just basically has his skill 3. Now Miles would be interesting. I could do something like... Yeah, I mean, I could do something with the Ethna Miles and run them super fast, but I think I kind of like this one. I'm iffy on the Halphus here. I'm thinking now Vanessa, in this team, Vanessa may make more sense, especially a damage Vanessa. And then if it's not doing well, oh, you know what? I really wanted to try the Leica also. But for right now, I think we're going to go Vanessa, final answer. So Sikoko, I've tried Rakan on defense a couple of times and it has not gone well. He's just really easy to mow long bulwark. He's really easy to strip reset because he has such a low base speed, and then because he doesn't do anything except on his S3. He can definitely RNG people. He can definitely get you wins. The difference is that people won't be afraid to attack him because he also can get you losses. Whereas Carnell is really brutal. Ah, no healing. Well, no healing, but double revive. In this case, I don't know that you necessarily need healing because you have double revive plus the invincibility. Yeah, I don't have Nyx, and Halphus nor a Kinky will get farmed. Like if I do push into G3, then that'll get farmed. One of the things is it has to use monsters that people are not commonly used to facing, because if you're used to facing them, then you have counters built for them. Interesting. Yeah, but you have Nyx, bro. I don't have Nyx. Nyx changes that whole thing. So what I'm saying is Halphus Nora Kinky +1 because I don't have Nyx. But you have an LD5 that fits great there. I don't have that LD5. Oh, wait a second. You know what? I had also been thinking... The other thing I had been thinking about was a double Camilla team. Oh, what about this? What about this? How's this defense? You would just Lucian it. You would just Lucian it. But... but no, actually, legit, I was thinking of... I was actually thinking of a double Camilla team because I just pulled the dupe Camilla. We do something like this, or yeah, Vionem for the Camillas. Yeah, triple HP for sure. I have 12, Taka. Not all of them are good, but I have 12. I don't know if I feel like the Pontos actually does anything here, but I do think that the Triton is good here. What about this? Would this be annoying enough, or would you just chung this? I think you would just chung this, right? Man, it would take a long time to chung this down, though. This actually looks really annoying, doesn't it? What do you guys think? Do we go Vanessa, Triton, Kraka, X, or do we go double Camilla, Abellio, Triana? Yeah, it would eat it, but how long would it take, Ben? The idea is to make it so that people don't want to attack it. I mean, Camilla takes half damage, and I'm going to set these things to like 50k HP. I doubt that a double Lucian would be able to kill this, especially with the Triana and the Abellio there. But let's take a look. Let's take a look at what we can do with these things. I just have to ruin them first. Should I skill the second one? I don't think she needs skills, right? Yeah, this is just, no, she doesn't need skills. Okay. Do you think you're gonna Lucian this? do you really think you're gonna Lucian this? I don't think you're gonna Lucian this, bro. I don't think you're gonna Lucian this. Could you double cocky water units with the Abellio and the Triana there? I mean, if you've got it built and you want to try it, more power to you, but it wouldn't really stress me out that somebody would try that, I think. It's not like this defense is built to get wins. This defense is just built to irritate people. That's all it is. I just want to make something people don't want to attack. So, I mean, it'll certainly lose. It'll lose. Anytime somebody attacks it, it'll lose. It has no damage. It has no stats. I'm not even going to try and build it to win. I'm just going to try and build it to frustrate people. But I'll put all destroy. Everything will be destroy. Kaio, you saw the second one. The first one was tankier. I wish I could use this rune, but I don't think it makes sense anywhere. Nemesis? Nah. Let's just go destroy. Oops. That'll work. Ah, oh, really? All right. Is this actually a re-up? This is actually a re-up. Okay, never mind. Let's throw this in, and we'll go back to destroy. There it is. There we go. Rune Restoration feature is the greatest thing that ever happened to this game, man. I swear, it is so nice to not have to stress. So nice. Is it worth losing the 18 res? Maybe not. Like that works, right? What do we have? Oh, okay, that rune's not changeable. This rune is. So I saw... Wait, we could go broken... With this rune, 28 res. And then that means I can go bio to H... No. Yeah, there we go. We can pick up HP here. And... No, res isn't super important, but for the Triana it's important because that's part of what prevents the cleave. Not super important, but just useful. Yeah, that'll work, right? Oh, the Tiana. Okay. So do we want to use... We'll re-rune the Tiana, of course. Oh no, it's this one. Who else is missing runes? Ah, that's it. Okay. Okay, speed tune issue. Oh! Wow! I was actually able to kill the Triana, huh? Kind of surprised. Alright, so we give up the, we gotta give up then the resistance and get her HP up higher. $39, $38. That's better. Oh yeah, you can't have HP plus on slot 5. Yeah, Lewis, you don't usually want to be in G3 this early because then people are going to have you on their list. Rush hour, when you say hour, it starts in about 5 minutes, but I'll start pushing in about 10 to 15. I don't want to push up too early, and I'm not sure I'm sold on this defense, but I think I'm sold on this defense because we're pretty much committed to it. But let's see if if the Triana can survive this time. No, it was 86,000 damage. Yeah, she's not going to survive 86,000 damage. Never mind. I cannot put enough HP there for her to survive 86,000 damage. Oh. Steam actually gets some decent, Steam actually gets some decent damage out, though. They're about to kill the John. Dude, look at how fast the Abellio heals, too. Yeah, this is annoying. I mean, it's certainly beatable, but it is annoying. Man, the Ciara bombs do so much damage. 45k bomb. Ciara's on a fatal build because she's tuned with double boosters. And then we just have a 16% attack up effect with bomb damage, 15 bomb damage, so it's the same thing in reverse. So yeah, the Ciara bombs are pretty nuts. All right, that works fine. So, all right, we have two options here for offenses, guys. We can go with the Triton Tableau Ongyuki, which is kind of a meme, but actually works pretty well. Or I could try and do a light Chun-Li type of thing. Or I could do a Pungbek thing. The Pungbek one's going to be tougher to pull off. The Pungbek one's going to need... Yeah, the Pungbek one I think's for a different week. Chiwu, Escher, Gally, and Leah, we can do that. Alright, everybody wants Light Chun-Li. Alright, for that I'm going to have to optimize the Light Chun-Li. So we're going to take the build we did for Triton, and then that's going to go over to Escher. Okay, so we have to tune to 334. I don't know. I think I can get the Chiwu on Despair. I'm going to pull up the optimizer real quick. We'll do the Chiwu build manually. We'll do the Chiwu on manual, but I want to see what speed I need. Sorry, 344, yeah, 344. So Chiwu needs to be 286. Okay, that's not a max turn. Never mind. There we go. 277. So we're going to have to find, what's the slowest rune here? We have 27, 24? Okay. You know what? We can do this with the destroy runes, yeah. There we go. That's 289. No broken set. And then I can make up the accuracy off of, yeah, the swap does take the speed buff into account. I wish it showed you that it was taking the speed buff into account, but let me, so right here we've got Escher on a 15% attack bar boost, right? Let's take Bastet. We make Bastet 344, and you see Chiwu 271. Wait, and then put in, let's just put in Galleon or something. Okay, so Chiwu 283 on the Bastet. Oh, so I was going to say some monsters get included, some don't. So Chiwu 280. So Chiwu's 280 with the Escher there. 389 combat speed. Oh, but you know what? Here's the difference. I got to change this. There you go. So Bastet needs to be at 350 to get the 389 combat speed. If I change her attack bar to 15%, you see the Chiwu at 313. So yeah, it is taking the speed buff into account. It is taking the speed buff into account. Okay, so Escher is 344, Chiwu is 289. And then for the Chiwu, I do need 15% S3 accuracy. And then I guess we could just go with, do we have crit rate, right? So we could just put S3 crit damage with that just for some extra damage. S3 AC and crit damage. There we go, that's perfect. With additional, oh, is that enough? 14? You know what? I'm going to deal with it. I'm going to deal with being 1 accuracy short. I don't think I can gem in AC anywhere, right? How about, yeah. Actually, this is tuned, right? The optimizer says I need 286. No, the optimizer says I need 281. So this is still tuned, and then this gets me the accuracy. That's good. Okay, so this is fine. So the Galleon needs to be 276. That's actually pretty easy. We can do that. Manual. You could technically use more, but it would not be as reliable. I think you can use Bernard in place of the Escher. So you can use Bernard can go in place of Escher. That one's easy. It's the same thing, just lower base speed, but higher attack bar boost. But in place of the Chiwu, I mean, it's a speed lead stripper. There's only 2 of those in the game. It's Chiwu and Moore. Those are the only 2, and Moore's not a guaranteed strip. Oops. So 289 is going to be too fast. I got to slow this down a little bit. What was the Chiwu? Chiwu's 286. So the fastest the Galleon can go is 284. He needs to be between 276 and 284. I missed a will rune. Not that we really need it, but you can throw that in here. Actually, I'd like it with crit rate. Let's do this. Need to drop more speed than that. Oh, that's good. It's got some accuracy too. Let me do that. That's 284, so he's spot on. And then let's see, can we get speed over crit rate? Oh, whoops, over crit rate over accuracy. It's not bad. Yeah, no, we're losing a lot there. How about this? Yeah, we're losing even more. Okay. Oh, on will. Whoops. How about this? Accuracy down. That gets our accuracy. Yeah, that'll work. It doesn't have to be perfect. Yeah, that's close enough. 284. Okay, by getting the galleon there as close as we can, so now the light Chun-Li, we have a little bit of breathing room. We can put her anywhere from 270 to 280. Obviously, the faster she is, the better it's going to be. So this one we do have to optimize. So we know we want her on Swift. And then, actually, I think I can do Rage at that speed also. So let's check Rage first. And then we want to be between 317. You know, we got to be careful too because of her speed buff, right? We got to be careful because the speed, yeah, okay. So she can go between 270 and let's say 278 just in case. Let's go 85 here. Damage options for skill 2. And this will take too long to optimize with broken sets, so I'm just going to run it no broken. Alright, so Rage is going to come up somewhere in the 43,000 range. Now let's check Swift. Swift, kind of the same thing, 44,000 range. If I bring it up to 100, we've got nothing on Swift. I think I only have one Swift slot to attack on my account, but yeah, I could add that in. It doesn't hurt. It just makes the run longer. Okay, it doesn't look like Rage can get there. It's gonna be another 30 seconds. Okay, in most cases, I think we're going to use Blade because I have a 31 speed Blade rune that's probably going to land on the build, so we can use that to narrow it down. And so it doesn't have to be perfect. There we go. So we can get there at 273. That's got some accuracy too. That's not bad. All right, that'll work. Wow, it's actually not using this one. Huh, okay. I was like so expecting it to use that one. But no, it wants one from Alicia here. I have to remember Alicia's broken. Alicia seems... Okay, so it needs this rune, which I think I have on the Escher. Needs this rune. That's going to be a slight problem. All right, let me see if I exclude rune 2066, if I still have builds. I don't. Okay, so we're going to come back over here. Bring that down. Let's see. 42,708 or 43,420. I'd rather have the consistency. So this is the one. I have a feeling a bunch of these runes are going to wind up being used, though. Because I didn't update the JSON, right? Yeah, so this rune is on the Escher. You know what? If we just exclude Tiana, because basically Escher's using Tiana's set. Let's do that. All right. So we're going to take Blade 1, 22 crit damage. Interesting. That's this one. We need the same Blade 6. Swift 5 is a 15 speed rune, so that one's fine now. Swift 4 is a crit damage rune on Prom. Swift 3, 22 crit rate. Yeah, we're fine, Wojo. I don't like to push up too early anyway, because if you push up too early, then you just get onto people's lists. So we created a more annoying defense. I'll start a little bit earlier than usual, but we got plenty of time. All right, now let me just. Last thing is, I just need to optimize her artifacts, and then we'll be good to go. So here I'm just going to force include her, and then just hit optimize and sort by damage. And we want one from Emily and one from Ergar. Easy enough. There we go. Oh, I'm not sure I like this artifact. Okay. Gave me a different one because I put the enemy's HP. Yeah, I think this one's going to be better. Okay, guys, I'm going to take a quick restroom break and then we'll get started. I'll be right back. All right, let's see here. We'll see if we need to. We can put that on if we need to. feel like I had thought of a better Light Chun-Li team at some point. Now I forget what it is. It's a shame, but it's a little bit late to go adjust it now anyway. I need to remember that one though. I had come up with a team that I thought was better. Thought was better anyway. I can't say it was. I don't think I ever tested it. I don't actually use either of them, to be honest, Plum Dog. I think I have more in storage too. I might have one or two more in storage. But I don't run the Gemini one in Siege Offense because I've got other teams that use my Swift runes, and I can't build this team fast enough to be comfortable with it without breaking teams that I use more. Okay. I just want to make sure that all of these teams are ruined now. I know I broke the Alicia one, but that's fine. We don't need that one. Might have been something with Tableau. Tableau gives you speed lead, speed buff. Might have been one of the ones using the... I don't remember it. Yeah, I don't remember it now. That's fine. I mean, this is an old team, but it's yeah, I think it was something. I actually think it was something with Light Chun-Li. It was something with Light Chun-Li. Honestly, like, you could just probably use Light Chun-Li in place of Escher here and get the crit rate buff, and it would just be a question of if you can outspeed with the Light Chun-Li. Yeah, it might have actually just been Light Chun-Li replacing Escher and using the crit rate buff, because you get the attack buff from Galleon, so the that might have been it. That might have been it. It might not have been anything special or fancy. It might have just been swapping Escher for Light Chun-Li, but not using it as your primary fastest team. Oh, what did we just click there? There we go. Yeah, good luck to everybody who's rushing, guys. I get outsped there. That's unfortunate. I thought I had put the Tiana on Will. I thought I had put the Tiana on Will. Specifically for that reason, because we're running a slower Tiana. Oh, it's because the Bastet got in front of her, so I just need to slow the Bastet down. That's all it is. What do we lose? We lose 3 speed. So I just got to slow the Bastet down by 3. Okay. That's fine. Then I brought in the wrong team, didn't I? Yeah. Let's see. Can we take this back? Okay, doesn't matter. Just making sure everything's tuned, so that wasn't the right test. Yeah, work here. That was interesting. That Eladriel's bringing it all back. Does he have immunity? No, he doesn't. Okay. What up, Robert? How you doing, man? Alright, those all looked fine. So now we can test the Light Chun-Li team. That was all those, right? This will be the only one left. Okay. Yeah, now we can test the Light Chun-Li, see if we outspeed the Triton. Pontos, Miles, Juno, Omduat. Yeah, that sounds pretty annoying. That's a bad first sign. Although you probably wouldn't normally... I would have normally just gone with the Pontos here. Oh, Poseidon, rather. Poseidon. Actually, no. Yeah, that was just unfortunate because we missed the Abellio, but it's not that unfortunate because she was going to miss water units. So that does make sense. Something to keep in mind for later in the rush. I can't really take this into Abellios. What up, Pipavin? How you doing, man? So what do? I bring it into an Abellio. There you go. Actually, this like is going to be tricky, too. We do have heal block here. Alright, damage test on the Light Chun-Li. 74 seems fine. I should outspeed. Doing good, man. Doing good. I feel like bombers would be safer here because of the ragdoll. Listening to the puppy cry in the background. I don't know if that's coming through to you guys as well. I don't think we kill. Got one kill. That was it, though. Ah! G2 using Varad, Ritesh, Leo. Nice, man. No strip at all, huh? I think the issue we're going to have here, it's like the same issue that you have with Kaki on offense. These water units are going to be a problem when the Chiwu misses the strips. How do you know when they have immunity? Are you cheating? Can you see through it? I also think the Leah's gonna... I just realized the Leah really needs will runes, and I can't get her on will runes. That's gonna be a problem against Samoths. Can I get this Leah onto will runes? You know, I went all out damage. I can't bring her any slower. She's at the floor of speed. But we're not using that much. The two runes don't have stats, so we're not going to re-optimize her, but... Oh, this one's fine. Wow, that's a lot. Okay. So I need 21 crit rate and 14 speed. That's it right there, right? Yeah, that's it. Lose a lot of damage. We lose a lot of damage there. What about this one? Same. More. I guess this is it. This is the one, but it's more important to have her on will runes. It honestly is. Actually, I could have Tiana'd this. That's fine. It's the same thing either way. As long as you hit the bombs. Tiana's less risky because you don't have to worry as much about hitting the bombs. Tiana Poseidon. Obviously, I had Tiana in both teams, but Tiana Poseidon's what I meant. Not bad, man. Congrats on the C2. Creative team, too. Oh, G2. G2. Oh, that's strong, then. What defense did you use? I have to remember the Tiana's only like 190 something right now. Okay, that was not good. We missed the reset, huh? All right, we're fine. Wow. That's kind of crazy, actually. I'm surprised you were able to hold G2 because that's a pretty standard defense, too. I know she's on 5 Wilburns, guys. It doesn't matter for this team. If it's a trap Leo, I lose either way, and if it's not, it doesn't. Honestly, could have just thrown her on triple fight or something, but... Fire Surfer's on Fatal, yeah. Speed tune, huh? Life is great, man. I don't plan on leaving anytime soon. Let me figure out why that Poseidon was in front. Actually, I must have changed Poseidon's runes at some point, but for now we'll just give Zyros a couple extra speed. All right, defense, let's see. Nobody's hit it since we built it. Nobody's hit it since we built it. Defense is 30 out of 69 right now. Oh, and seeing the time, I just realized we do have to get moving, don't we? Okay. Yeah, no, well, I've been down here for a little over a year now. The couple of years before the move were definitely, they were a little rough with the pandemic and everything. But the move was exactly what I needed. It's been good. It's been real good. So we're ranked 3,700 right now. Maybe I did wait a little bit too long. I don't know. I guess we'll see how fast we climb. I was around rank 10k, so I thought I was fine at rank 10k. Nemesis Samath there. This could be a Swift Nora. Okay. Yeah, because I'm running the slow Tiana right now. A Swift Nora actually could have put me in bad shape. I gotta try and remember some of these rune changes. Oh, that sucks, bro. That sucks. I hate hearing when people got hacked. And I hate that Pontos makes it so hard to get your account back. I mean, I understand, like... Okay, here's the thing. I understand that Com2us needs it to be hard to get your account back because if they didn't, then the hackers would just be contacting Com2us saying, hey, I lost my, you know. But at the same time, like, it's just the speed of communication, man. I wish that you could, like, call them and just get things taken care of faster, right? That won't outspeed. Can Light Chun-Li kill Kinkies? I don't know if she can or can't. We're going to find out. Still have enough time that we can test. What up, Sam? How you doing, man? Oh, with the stun, she is definitely looking better. Okay, so the answer is she cannot. Good to know. Oh, that's not good. Okay, I think I have to kill him first. Does this kill? Not quite, but close. So this kills, and then this kills. So Kyle said that he would set up the Mexico trip, and then he went silent on us. Does this kill Leica? Maybe not. Let's just bomb it. Message me in Discord though, Sam. I genuinely want to get this set up. You're getting into some kind of high-tech stuff there now, man. Aren't you asking a little too much out of comm to us? Oh, this should have been Light Chun-Li, huh? So Tay's style, the only other one that would really let you use a speed lead there would be Moore. But just keep in mind, he's not going to be as reliable as the Chun-Li is. Since he doesn't have a guaranteed activation rate. Not as the Chun-Li, sorry, as the Chi-Wu is. Chi-Wu is going to struggle against water units, but Moore is going to struggle against, like, everything. Alright, gives me another chance to do the right thing. Use the Light Chun-Li. Actually, Gemini. Gemini is another speed lead strip, and he doesn't have attribute disadvantage. It's a lower speed lead, and you need to make sure there's things like... so, like, if you use the Gemini, you need to make sure, for example, that you don't have, you know, will or shield runes or stuff like that on your team. But yeah, Gemini is another speed lead, so you could actually use Gemini. Chi-Wu is still the best for this team, and then if you don't have the Escher, you can use Bernard as well. I feel like I should probably just skip this. This is low ranked, and Nigong just seems sketch, man. I'm gonna get resisted on everything. This has to go Nigong. Ooh, we hit. This Bastet could outspeed. I have the slow Tiana. Hey, I mean, dupes are not a bad thing necessarily. Oh wow, you missed like everything there. No, never mind. We're good. We're good. It's ironic that landing the slows actually reduces Tiana's damage. Yeah, I like dupes. I like crystals. I like my LD3s because, you know, it's the thing is though I've gotten oh, that's not good. That is very bad, isn't it? We lose this, right? She's gonna put so much damage out. Oh, just barely lapped. Okay. Yeah, I've gotten 2 LD5s off the consolation LD scrolls, to be honest. That's a Swift Savannah. I know that's a Swift Savannah. I wanted to Zyros this, but I know that's a Swift Savannah. That defense has got to be. Yep, that's a very Swift Savannah. So Juno comes back. I lose this, right? Yeah, because the Samoth was Nem. Well, the Samoth has taken a turn either way. Yeah, Juno lands. Okay. Have to kill the Samoth, no matter what. And then we have to get her off the field, and then I think we're okay, actually. So even if he gets some kills here... Savannah can't 1v4, right? Yeah. I never loved the light Chun-Li offenses much. I feel like the stupid Tableau Triton I did felt safer. I need to, one of these weeks I need to actually go through and just come up with some real defenses. That was nice. Defenses, sorry, offenses. I need to go through and come up with some new offenses. We're going to Lucian this Kinky, guys. We're going to Lucian this Kinky. I tried the Wind Pioneer 1 week, and it was really bad. But I may not have built it well. I'm not positive. That's another one that I want to go back to. I think I just didn't build a good team with it. I lose, right? Well, come on. Okay. Actually, did that help me? That might have helped me. Man, these despair stuns. Wow. It's like every single time was a despair stun. Can I kill? Uh-oh. That one's gone. And no. Is he at S2? No. Okay. Wow, that was close. I probably would not do the Savannah because the Savannah is going to have to be deviled, and like with I wouldn't devil the Savannah for defense, but the Wusa could be useful. Oh, Rip Fearless, yeah. I'm in California. Well, I'm south of California. I'm in Mexico, so that would be a long way for me to go. Yeah, I won nothing with the one meetup I went to in LA, man. I won nothing. I would really love like one of those. I have like no stuffed animals. I don't know why, but I just want one of those like Summoner's War plushies. I feel like that would be cool because everybody else has them. It's like not my thing at all, and yet I just really want one for some reason. All right, Sam, have a good night, bro. Thanks for hanging out, man. Dude, how do you win everything like that, Fearless? That's nuts, man. All right, we're getting up close to some of the real defenses now. Let's see if this offense can hold up once we start hitting the real defenses. This is where we actually get to find out if the offense we built is good enough. In the last like 10 minutes and in Guardian, we'll know. Oh, didn't uh-oh. Let's kill that, and then that, and now we're good. Okay. That might have been a bad choice here. I might have just made a bad decision. Okay. So glad I put the Tiana on Will. So glad I put the Tiana on Will. I specifically put the Tiana on Will for that reason, but I'm still glad I did it. Like, go me for thinking ahead. All right, we just hit Guardian. I think this one's fine. Timed it out about right. This is about the time that you want to hit Guardian. So we're not on any G3 lists right now. Oh, he was Nem. No, he wasn't Nem, just a squishy cocky, but we hit the reset, so we were fine. Nice, Lewis. Good luck, man. That would be freaking insane if you could hold it. I hope you get Legend, bro. I'll be stoked for you. If you finish ahead of me, I'll just be stoked for you, man. That would be amazing. Just to say you got Legend on stream. Let's go here. All right, let's go here. Galleon's just going to solo everything, guys. Like, I didn't even think Leo was going to get a turn. I thought the Galleon was just going to run the table. Let's see. Defenses. We've been hit once. We've been hit once so far. Shockingly, we lost. I can't believe we actually lost. That's not bad to only be hit once, but let's see if it stays like that. What up, Axe? Actually, I'm shocked. They haven't released any packs in like a month. Other than that $20 thing. Or $30 thing, the SWC thing. They do have the SWC packs that reset into the shop on the 1st. That's probably why they didn't release anything new. Yeah, I was so expecting the Ancient Trans Pack to be coming for like 2 weeks ago. I really thought the Ancient Trans Pack would be here already. Yeah, there should be an Ancient Trans Pack. I think maybe, like I saw a Jubagel video say that they were talking about doing something with LD stuff, so maybe they're just trying to figure out still what they want to do. I don't know. Usually the Ancient Trans Pack is in November. I thought. Oh, is it 15th of December? I guess I got that mixed up then. Oh, that was close. Yeah, there should be a rune event. There should be a lot of good stuff coming for actual... There should be like a lot of good stuff coming in the next week. It just seems like they're behind. It just seems like they're behind. All right, so to be honest, we're actually looking pretty good right now. We're actually looking really good right now. So this team is holding up even better in G3. It struggled a little bit more as we came into G3. That was nice. So I was ranked 26 at the start of this fight. Let's see if we're getting hit or not. Still ranked 26, so we got hit once. Hey, double Camilla. This should work. I think I'm too far down to try and hit Legend. I think I'm probably like 10 or 12 wins away in like 6 minutes, even if I don't get hit. I just dropped, rank 34. Yeah, so... We're not... Yeah, we're getting hit. They're hitting the Camillas. They're taking the free wins. Oh, it's a Violica. Rank 23, so I didn't get hit between that fight. I feel like the defense is good enough that I should have pushed up earlier. I feel like I actually could have pushed up earlier with this one. So we know that for next time now. I should have started earlier and started higher. That was a good defense that I just passed. I want to try and remember that Leo Halfus. I mean, it's easy to beat, but it's not something that you're normally prepared to deal with. I don't think any of my teams could have beaten that Leo Halfus. Nothing I have built. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. Did we double glance? I think we double glanced on the Savannah. Yeah, it was more the point of I didn't have anything prepared for it, and I didn't want to spend time thinking about it. Leo Halfus something. I'm not sure, and unfortunately I don't really have the time to check at the moment. I outspeed this, right? Yeah. Because that lure's got to be on Despair to be useful. Is that you, Plum Dog, with the Leo Halfus? Nice defense, man. You can check it on the vlog, though, Fearless, because I passed by it. Oh, was there a Lucifer in there, too? Oh, that's even more toxic, yeah. Oh, that's not good. That is not good. Okay. Might be okay. Not too many provokes, please. Didn't kill. Come on, kill already! That was lazy. I could have beaten that faster. I kept thinking he was going to die to S1. And I just got hit. Carnell, Leo, Molly, Halfus. Thank you, Ben. Carnell, Leo, Molly, Halfus. We'll get at most 2 more hits. Rank 15, so we're not getting any higher. I think we can Leah this. I think. Okay. There we go. Nope. That's it. We're done. Kill you. And that's it. I'll try one more, but I'm not going to finish in time. No, they don't. So currently ranked 15. I'm just going in with whatever I have. If we lose, we stall. Maybe we get lucky and get a quick win. But currently ranked 15. Ooh, I got outsped. Wait a second. 18. We might get one more. Oh, wait. Okay. Defense break. Kill, kill, kill. Oh, no! You said 18 seconds. I thought I had it. Rip. Rip, rip, rip. All right. Still, I wasn't getting hit a lot. So I think I could do pretty much this same thing next week. And I think this would give me a fair chance to rush for a legend. I haven't set up for a legend rush, but it was interesting that the Light Chun-Li did not do that well in Conqueror, but once I got into Guardian, she was pretty clutch. Yeah, the double Camilla worked nicely. I got hit a few times. And I wasn't the only one running double Camilla. I need a third Camilla. That's what I need, is a third Camilla. But I could also try switching up the Triana for Halfus. I finished G3, Plum Dog. It should be G3. I was ranked 15 going into that last one. Had I gotten that fitted... Yeah, G3. So had I gotten that last hit, I probably would have been... Well, we can't see ranks, but... I would have pushed up a little bit higher. I would have been top 10, I think, if I got the last one, but not like number 1 or anything. My defense was Camilla, Triana, Abellio. Dude, rank 4, Michael. That's still... I mean, it's... Yeah, no, actually, that kind of hurts when you're that close. That actually hurts. Hey, Lewis, congrats, man. That's a big upgrade, honestly. From to go from C3 to just skip over G1, that's also a pretty big upgrade. How much mana did we go through on that? Not too much. Well, let's see here. Yeah, not too much. 6-7 million. Yeah, apparently 2x Camilla is going to be a thing. Let's get ready to face it a lot. Oh, I can't remember his draft. I faced this guy a lot, but I can't remember his draft. I feel like he plays Shizuka Gianna, though. I feel like he plays Shizuka Gianna. I mean, 36 is still legit, though, honestly. So he's going to last pick Gianna, most likely. Unless I take Josephine Arongi Uki, but he has some flexibility here. So I know I'm going to have to ban the Gianna, which means he's going to get... I think I want Verd. I can't find Verd. There's the Verd. Okay. He wins this. That was like the absolute worst possible... You know what? I mean, there's like no point in even playing this draft out. He just wins. I have 0 freaking damage, and he's got double sustain. Well, sustain plus Juno. Oh, man. I don't know if there was a monster in my box that could have been worse for me to time out on than Pontos. Dominic, huge congrats, man. That's awesome. Monsters that go well with Dominic is going to be anything that can kind of keep him alive. So stuff like Nana. Moral victory? Can I kill one? Probably not. Yeah, maybe. S2. I mean, yeah. I was so afraid of the Gianna, I outdrafted myself and then timed out. Just have no way to deal with Giannas, man. Yeah, I'm shocked that Benedict didn't get buffed in this last patch, to be honest. he gonna let me draft Bulwark? If you take Riley, wow, he let me have the Bulwark. That's insane. Okay. See, this is a draft where Pontos is gonna be a really good last pick. Unless he goes Lima Praha. That's about the only thing that keeps me from just taking the Pontos at the end. Actually, that does it too, right? And I can't take Julianne either. No, we want to ban the Tessa. Man, I wish I had I mean, Nora into triple water, right? Now we do that. I wish I had. Well, he's banning the Shizuka, I assume. Maybe not, but I would assume so. I guess he could ban Dom or Bulwark. Okay, he could ban Bulwark too. Do I need accuracy here? Probably not. HP should be fine. I guess the Bulwark makes sense. It'll be a little harder to deal with the Diana while he's got Nora on the field. Yeah, I guess the Bulwark ban makes sense. Yeah, I can show you Dominic. I mean, honestly, Dominic's all about tuning. You just put your Dominic to wherever your monsters are speed tuned. That was a lucky proc. Yeah, Drag S. I might have Luxac this a bit, to be honest. Not might have and not a bit. I Luxac this. I did Luxac this, and that stun just made it even worse. I got outdrafted here. I didn't feel like it on the draft, but when you see it play out, you get a better feel for it. That Nora was tough. In that spot, the Nora was tough. Okay, so here is the Dom build. And then I run him minus 21 water. Actually, you know what? I think I have a better one now. Nope, that's it. Yeah, so I run him minus 21 water because Mo Long targets him a lot, and then just everything else is additionals, and the crit damage just happens to fit in. So one more you guys asked for? No, I guess that was it. Okay. I actually run most stuff in RTA on minus water right now because of Mo Long. Again, it's all about speed tuning. So that Dom is at a weird spot speed-wise in Siege. That's a weird open. That gives him some flexibility, right? So I think we stick with Shizuka. Let's go Shizuka Juno. You don't see Carnal first that much anymore. Okay. So if he goes, oh, okay, that was not what I was expecting him to do. So we'll do that. Ban the Josephine. Okay. Interesting. Shouldn't need crit rate. He'd benefit a little bit from it, but it's just his S1. She doesn't need it. She doesn't need it. Okay. Josephine counters Carnal, Miles, and Volantis. Not as much the Praha. I thought the Josephine would be a force ban. Otherwise, I would have banned the Praha instead of the Volantis. Now he's going to cut me here, which is actually fine. Oh, actually this is even better. There we go. Oh, that was not fine though. I really needed that stun. Okay, I think we're still okay. I think. That was a good stun. That might have been a game-saving stun right there. I don't know. Does Lima die? Yeah, Lima dies. But I was just about to say, let's not let her proc chain. That's why I stunned her, but she proc chained anyway. He shouldn't be able to slow down let's stun you, or not. He's got S3 back. No, he doesn't. Okay. Keeps procking out a stun. All right, we got it now. No, we don't. Oh, man, I could not keep him stunned. I could not keep him stunned. I did get. I mean, the proc I got from the Julian was clutch. I mean, he didn't. It wasn't one-sided RNG. I did get some procs too, but it was just demoralizing RNG because he kept procking at a stun. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, guys. I had good RNG too. You know, I'm not going to try and play that off. I definitely had good RNG, and I had some really big stuns from Juno. RNG might have even favored me because of the Juno stuns. It's hard to say. But he just kept getting the clutch time stuns. I don't think I like my draft here. This one threw me off a little bit. Oh, that's not bad. Okay, if he goes this direction, I'm okay if he goes this direction. Okay, the Dom makes sense. Dom makes sense. See, here I can't go Bub, because if he drafts Sekhmet, I lose on the spot. But I do like the Nana here. I feel like I could maybe go Nana Abellio. I leave myself really weak to that Wusa. I don't think Abellio's the right pick. This is where it gets a little bit trickier on stream because you think slower, right? You just think slower. If he bans... He's going to ban the Masha, right? He's going to be... I have the heal block from the Nikki, which is big. Because the Juno doesn't counter the Shizuka as much with the Nikki out there. And I've got Will on everything, and he's going first. Well, Juno gets 2 strips. That's fine. Oh, that was a big resistance right there. I didn't see. Did I resist the... What did I resist? Okay, yeah, that was a huge resistance. Yeah, I got you, Dean. Okay, that's what we needed. Now we can put the stuns out, and we still have heal block. He's got to go Shizuka, yeah. Oh, that was a good stun for him right there. Wait a second. You don't want to push the Abellio back because the Nikki... No, the Nikki doesn't get in front. Okay. Ah, see, that's fine too. Wait, does he get the kill here? Oh, that was close. Okay. Axe, I can't even make G3. Forget SWC. Hell, I'm getting decent RNG here, and I'm not looking good. That was a big proc for him right there, though. Sleep? No. Oh, that was so big for him right there. Now Oliver gets going. Come on! I guess I am not getting decent RNG here. Dude, that got really stupid there for a minute. That just got stupid there for a minute. Okay. I got one piece of decent RNG. The Abellio got the early resist. That was it. Juno got strips on. Yeah, okay, no, never mind. I was like, I'm getting good RNG. No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't. But it was like the Juno stuns I got the match before, I guess. I like this setup more, unless he goes more Chung. Yeah. Not a ton I can do here. Hey Gang puts me in a bad spot. Hey Gang's just a force ban, right? See, I don't think my Volantis cuts, though, without a speed lead. That's a good pick. Strips into control, resist. Yeah, that's actually a great pick. That's a great pick. Yeah, I don't think the Volantis... Oh, wait a second. All right. He gave me a chance. I thought he would ban the Sekhmet. Oh, it could be a Swiftmoor. It's a Swiftmoor. That's why he banned the Sekhmet. Got it. So 320 Swiftmoor. Yeah, that outspeeds. He should still win this. Although, if it's a Swiftmoor, he would have already taken the speed lead. So he was thinking there for a minute about resistance. Maybe it is a Despair Moor. If it's a Despair Moor, I have a chance. If it's a Swiftmoor, I lose. Okay, it's a Swiftmoor. Sorry, it's a Despair Moor. Okay. That doesn't matter. Nikki Clan. Well, he's going to reset the Nikki, right? Yeah. Actually, that lets me give the stun to him, though. Let's just do this now. Never mind. Let's land nothing. Literally land nothing. Wow. Wow. That was disgusting. Sekhmet also lands nothing, and then Praha procs. So he gets the speed buff. And that Chung is back now. One more turn. The Chung is back. Sleep. Please sleep. Please sleep. Nope. Alright. Sekhmet's... Sekhmet's behind? Sekhmet's behind with the speed buff. Really? Really? No music. I've got music on my end. Huh, what happened to the music? Alright, can I call Luxac on that one? I feel like I can call Luxac on that one. Alright, we're going to make this the last wing. Either way, win or lose. We don't need any emotes, period. We need them to decode emotes. Oh, YouTube emotes, sure. Yeah, that we can do. That we can do. I think we need like 3 more channel members and I can add an emote. I'd be down for that, Devin. Oh, he gave me the segment. Kind of surprised. The reset is Sagar, right? Yeah, the reset's got to be Sagar. Unless if the Sagar is in front, then the reset would be Oliver. Who's in front? Sagar is in front, so the reset is Oliver because he can only provoke 1. You gotta go for Pontos. Yeah. Which that should be fine. Dude, this Praha is still procking! This Praha is legit still procking! Also, Tableau may not be ruined, because that was, Is Tableau really may not be ruined. Ah, so close. No! No, 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 no! Yeah, okay. Oh, man. It actually is noticeable, Devin. Yeah, it's very noticeable. It's enough that I'm not using him. He's still a really strong unit. He's still a really strong unit, but it was extremely noticeable. The Ethna buff is insane too. I need to get Ethna ruined, I need to get Crocker ruined. We'll start to see even more of a meta shift, I think. But man, those procs. Okay, so I had said either way that was the last one, but definitely after that last match, that's definitely, man, that Praha did not miss a proc for 2 entire matches. She literally, I think she was 100% or probably at least 75% proc rate for 2 matches. So we're gonna wrap up from there. I'm going to take a break. Oh, that's a good question. Was Tableau ruined? He was not. Yeah, Tableau was missing a rune. Good reminder, thank you. But he was missing a speed rune, so it wasn't as big of a difference, I guess, as if he was missing some stats, but not a ton. Alright. How would I rune Ethna? I think I would put Ethna... It's Vio or Swift. Those are pretty much the only two options right now. I think, I mean, Despair is still really strong too. Yeah, it's honestly any of the three. But the interesting thing about Ethna is because she overcycles, if you put her on Swift... So if you put her on Swift and you can get her in front of the opponent's team, then she can actually set herself up in a speed contest. In other words, if the opponent does not have will runes on a monster... I'm not going to find her, but... Yeah, so like, if the opponent does not have will runes on a monster, she can actually cycle herself back in front of him, so she can basically defense break into her S3 and just snipe stuff. You don't even have to worry about her stuns anymore. And then, because of the guaranteed stun under 50%, if she misses the defense break on the key monster, she still gets to do fluff damage with the S2 before doing the S3, which increases the odds of the guaranteed stun. So I think Ethna on Swift is a very viable build, but I also think that because the meta may shift a little bit as we see less Oliver, it may not always be you must take first turn, at least I hope not. And if that's the case, then Ethna on Vio is going to be absolutely devastating. The way she cycles and overcycles, and then I think the Ethna Kraka combination for me is going to be really interesting. So I actually redid the roadmap on my own account the other day, but I have to re-rune the entire box, which to do that 10 days before season is iffy. By the way, guys, Dean, I completely forgot. Guys, I want to give a quick shout out real quick. So Dean, do me a favor, drop a message into 8895. So guys, we've got one of our stream regulars who's actually done some giveaways. He has sponsored several paid account services on stream, and he's starting up with a new account, and he is in need of filling up his friends list. So he's gonna drop a message here into channel 8895. I hope he is. He's still there. And if any of you guys have an extra spot on your friends list and you could add him, actually, you could just type the name also. So it's right here. Let me move my head a little bit. Liana, and that's for Lima Gianna. So I told him I'd give him a shout out. Keep in mind, guys, he's been a heavy supporter of the stream. He's done actual account service giveaways. So if anybody wants to add him and help him fill up the friends list on the new account, that'd be amazing with the new event going on. Alright guys, so on that note, we are going to wrap up stream from here, but as always guys, I appreciate you hanging out on stream, and I will catch you on the next stream on Tuesday. Have a good one, guys.